so that was my PSR story. And then I came back to Rakan for my PT3, and because I slacked off in my Form 1 and Form 2, I had to restart again. So since my Form 1, Form 2 base was not there, Form 3 was quite difficult for me, and I put effort, but I didn't put as much effort. But I still received results which was okay. My maths, I got a C, thankfully, because of all the activities I was doing. But one subject I didn't expect for my results to turn out that way was BM. I received an E. I felt so devastated. I was thinking that, oh my god, I've never received an E for my BM, and it kind of demotivated me. But still, I didn't give up there. And then I was thinking like, okay, Form 4, Form 5, I have to put in so much effort, and that's where MCO hit. But still, I didn't give up. I started to learn myself, and then whatever I was doing, activities, I would come here, ask Mr. Vijay or Teacher Rani or Teacher Nisha, and they would help me out. And on top of that, they gave us so many exercises, programs. One of it was health program. That was one of the best programs I've ever been for, because during that pandemic, we didn't sit for any examinations. The only exam I ever sat in school was for my trials, which was about 2 months before my actual SPM exam. So what this health program actually does is that they teach you how to be prepared for the actual exam, meaning that no phones, no bags, everything's out. You'll be given a set of paper for this many hours, and you're supposed to finish it and then mark it there and there. So when I first did those papers, I received horrible results. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything great because, after so long sitting for exam. But gradually, as time went by, with the amount of papers we were doing and the guidance we were having throughout our classes, things I learned from this program was time management, how to bring out my ideas. I also learned how to see what type of questions that may or may not come out. And I was very happy I joined the program, because when I sat for my trials, I was confident, because when I first heard 2 hours, 30 minutes, one paper, I was thinking, wow, there's so much of time, but it's not. You have to write a lot. Even for moral, I thought moral would be the easiest paper. It's actually one of the toughest paper I did, especially during SPM. We had to write a lot. And during our SPM period, which was 1 month, we had another program called E program, which gave us a lot of tips and Ramalan questions, which also helped us because sometimes the night before SPM is when we would get like anxiety, and we'd overthink and have so many questions if you can or cannot do it. So joining this E program gave me a lot of confidence, because the teachers here were giving us activities and tips, and some of the tips that they gave actually came out, and I was pretty confident in the morning, because sometimes you need a bit of confidence before you enter a hall to do your exam. I was really grateful for the support I had with the people around me, whether it was the teachers or my classmates. I feel all in all, the whole thing during my SPM period were one of my worst and best times in my life, because even though there was a lot of challenges in between, I made very good memories, and I will forever cherish.
Thank you for the true and honest sharing, Kashvita. So actually, you were basically quite poor in BM. Your foundation was quite shaky, because I remember you come from a English-speaking family. So when you write BM, you used to bring your English terms into your BM, and that was one of the reasons you couldn't change in time. So that was one of the reasons why you actually scored poorly in your PT3 BM, correct? So then you learn from your mistake. Then through Teacher Rani's guidance and drilling, So slowly you managed to improve and improve and improve. And in SPM, from an E in PT3, you managed to push yourself further up to get
A B.
a B boy for SPM.
B plus.
A B plus actually. So SPM is harder, grading is higher, and the syllabus is wider. But in PT3 she managed to get an E, and in SPM she managed to get B plus within the 2 years time spent under the guidance of teacher Rani. You see, students out there, many of you all might be in this situation. You might be in a failing category. Don't worry. You just have to find a good teacher. And in Rakan, we have an excellent BM teacher who is ready to push you forward. You see, how do you know a teacher is good or not? From the student who had joined the class, like Kashvita, she has witnessed firsthand the teacher's teaching. And the second thing is the result that the student has obtained. From E, the student has changed to get a B plus. That is a true testament of a good teacher's teaching. So here, it is proven that teacher Rani's teaching has guided Kashvita. Kashvita, would you agree with me on what I say?
Yes, 100%.
And how do you think teacher Rani has helped you?
Teacher Rani was one of the best BM teachers I've ever been to, because she not only guides you to do how to write an essay, but she teaches you how to place your words, what words you can and cannot use. And she's the type of teacher to give us karangan every time. I would be very tired of doing it, but at the same time it helped me over the time, because practice makes perfect. So I feel like through the activities and her guidance is what gave me
The push, am I right?
Yeah, the push.
Yeah, true enough. The great change that you have actually witnessed, getting a B plus is not easy task for you to achieve. So teacher Rani gives karangan, she marks and then she returns to you, am I right? And I heard you say earlier to me that out of the 2 karangan that you have done in the class, handed over to teacher Rani marked and gave to you, the 2 karangan exactly came for SPM.
Yes.
And true enough, also the E program that you joined, one of the karangan discussed exactly came out.
Yeah.
So all these were added advantage to you, a bonus, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's come to Keerthi. Keerthi, maybe you would like to share how you went through Tuisyen Rakan's teaching, how Tuisyen Rakan has managed to help you, as what Kashvita has claimed, that it has truly benefited her all throughout that she has studied in Tuisyen Rakan. She has managed to see the improvement within her. So from E in BM, she managed to get a B plus for BM in SPM. And from a failing category in UPSR, she slowly managed to get C in PT3, and in SPM you managed to get maths. What result?
I got B.
Boy, it's a true remarkable achievement and improvement. So how about you, Keerthi? What have you to share after you have joined Tuisyen Rakan? How Tuisyen Rakan program has benefited you?
Well, I joined many programs in Rakan, especially HELP and the 7 hours program, also the EVE. HELP program is definitely helped me a lot, because we get exposed to new formats, the types of question, the answering techniques, time management, especially because we have to answer a 10-mark question in like 30 minutes, and we have to know the way we have to answer, the kind of answers we're supposed to give, the facts, the explanation for it, and the examples for it. So like we actually I actually managed to learn a lot from that, even for physics, biochemistry, and also the health program, as Kashvita said. The exposure to format was very important for us, because everything was a new syllabus, new format, new paper, so everything was very new. So throughout the health programs, we went through for months, we could see so much improvement in our paper, because we were given a set of paper, we were given time, no phones, nothing, just sit there like an actual exam, and then we were just exposed to so many types of questions, different varieties of questions. Sometimes the questions are like out of the book, but then they still manage to ask you, because like we have to connect it. So it was very helpful. And then the 7 hours programs also, because 7 hours was like this last minute drill where we just like go through everything from Form 4 to Form 5. We really polish up at the very last minute, go through so many questions, we do so much of questions, different type of questions, different state paper, different kind of papers and everything, which actually help us a lot, because we get to know what kind of questions they might ask us, and certain questions will actually surprise us, because like we were like, oh, we didn't know this type of questions can actually come out. And then especially an E program was a very big relief, because at that particular time, at that night, when we went back home after the E program, I did not do anything. did whatever I got the materials on the eve, that was with me until my exam over. The moment I got the materials on eve, we went through a lot of discussions. I went back home, I took out the materials, I went through that, I kept everything away, my whatever books I had, everything was out of the way, just that material, that one material. I went through till the very last minute of my exam. I went into my exam hall with full of confidence because I know I'm well prepared. I did my exam well and I just came out.
Guys, the amount of stress and struggle that you all have to go through, I really salute you guys. But true enough, Rakan has been there throughout with you all to help you all. Am I right? Week after week after week, you attended for our programs, especially the health program which Rakan has conducted, the E program which Rakan has conducted, the 7-hour program which Rakan has conducted. All has benefited you and has actually led to the excellent result that you have actually achieved. It has contributed to your amazing achievement. You know, in trials, Keerthi, I remember you were telling you basically only got a few or 2 A's if I'm not mistaken. The rest all failed. Many of the subjects, especially science stream subject, admits all you failed terribly. Then now in your real SPM result, you managed to get B's for physics, B's for chemistry. One of it is B plus, right?
Yeah, physics B.
Physics B plus, and then you got C for admits from failing. So it is a true remarkable achievement, and I really salute you all the excellent effort that you all have put into. It's not easy actually. So Rakan here has actually helped you in selecting challenging questions, in giving you great questions and helping you to answer them and make you understand and expose you to the marking scheme, the way to write the answer accordingly and appropriately according to the requirement of the examiner. So all this we have done. So would you say that in Rakan there is an excellent team of teachers to guide you?
Yes.
In fact, you can come anytime when you attend for classes here, all the teachers will be here. You can ask them any subject that you want. Am I right? If you want physics, chemistry, maths, bio, maths, you can come and see me. You want to go and ask for BM or Kashvita for you, Pranyakan, you can approach teacher Rani. And for Sejarah English, you can actually approach teacher Nisha. So all the teachers will be here all the time where you can approach them and ask them. So this is a great support, am I right? And the teachers never change throughout. You know, some tuition centers, the teachers turnover will be very high. That means 1 month one teacher, another month another teacher. The teachers will keep on changing. But in Rakan, that never happened. The same teachers taught you throughout, and you have actually forged a great bond with the teachers, and you know the style of the teaching of the teacher, and you have actually adapted to the teacher very well and very nicely. Correct? This is a bonus that we give to our students. And the environment at Rakan is very well managed, disciplined, and you have teachers who are knowledgeable about the syllabus. And I remember this has happened in your batch where there were a lot of claims that a lot of wrong things were taught not according to the syllabus because it was a new syllabus. But in Rakan, whatever that the teachers here taught, was it according to the latest syllabus, and were you satisfied, and did it really truly help you to prepare according to the latest syllabus? The teachers here, did they guide you throughout?
Yes, throughout we did not run out of syllabus. We were right on track. Everything was right on track. So it was easy for, because even sometimes our school teachers were off here and there, but at Rakan we were right on track.
The teachers here, they knew about the syllabus, alright, and they were guiding you throughout. And about the E program, right? E program, we actually, what we benefited from E program was there was motivation given you at the last moment, am I right? That means tomorrow exam, one day before you come, you revise on the next day subject, correct? Every paper, that's what we did. That's what we call as E program. And during the E program, what we did was, we gave you simplified notes so that that night you can go back, you can actually hit on the notes that we have given you. You don't need to focus on anything else. We have summarized the thing for you, so you just focus on the notes and you can actually prepare very quickly. Correct? Number 2, we also stress upon, narrow down the scope of syllabus. That means we told you what to focus, what to prioritize. Am I right? Because if you were on your own, you might be going and studying this, studying that, don't know what to do. But in Rakan, guided by experienced teachers, we knew what to expect, and then we tell you, you just follow accordingly, correct? And the third thing, we also stress to you that what to do, what not to do tomorrow when you go for exam. And then we also stress on the exam marking scheme, how to answer appropriately. So actually all this was a additional bonus for you, where the next day when you go for the examination hall, you just answer accordingly to what we have actually prepared you, correct? Maybe you can share that a little bit, Cash.
So yeah, during our exam period, like this whole EVE program thing, it has really helped us because every Ramalan that we were given actually came out. like about 90 to 95%, because our syllabus is quite wide.
That was for all the subject, am I right?
Yeah, from Form 4 to Form 5, and spotting questions is not easy because in every bulb we either have like 20 over chapters or we'd have like 23 over chapters, and to spot which one is coming out with the subtopics is so much. So for us to get tips like that and Ramalams like that, we were very blessed because it was a very crucial time for us, and we were very glad that we got to have all these Raman questions to guide us throughout our SPM journey.
Actually, that's what we say, study smart, not study hard. Am I right now? If you know what to focus on, then your life becomes easy and simple, correct?
True.
So that's why you need to be guided by good teachers, experienced teachers. And in Rakan, I am stressing this again to all listeners out there. We have an excellent team of teachers to guide you who are very well versed with the syllabus. Keerthi, maybe what you would like to say about the e-program, Keerthi, on your part?
Yes, apart from the targeted questions, although also the notes were quite helpful because I was just relying on that. I went back home right after the e-program. That was what I was revising. I just had the notes, went through the notes, wrote some important key points, and that's it. I went for my exam hall confidently and I answered and came out. So it was not just about the targeted questions, but also the notes given there was very, very helpful.
Guys, one thing that I need to ask you, since Keerthi, you have been studying for past 3 years, and Kash, you have been studying in Rakan for past 6 years, alright? Now, how about the love and care? You know, when times you were down, how the teachers here came into your assistance, alright, to help you, to motivate you, to hear out your story, your problem, your issues. You know, this you don't get from any tuition center, very hard you get good, caring, dedicated teachers. So, what can you say about Tuisyen Rakan, the care and the love especially?
I would say I went through this one thing once when I was in Form 3. I was doing maths and I was feeling very down because I couldn't understand and I was struggling. I remember getting a panic attack, and usually some teachers would not bother because they feel like that's a you problem, not a me problem. But the teachers here, they really they take mental health seriously. They actually told me what to do. They told me to calm down, walk around, drink water, take deep breaths, and that's what I did. And sometimes when we're a bit stressed out, they'd give us chocolates. They would motivate us, and that kind of gives us a bit of courage to, and motivates us to do better, or not give up, because there were many times where we would just want to just give up and not do anything, but then that's not the way. So I think it's very important that when someone's teaching you, they have an emotional connection with you, because if there's nothing there, if there's no love and care, you also will not care to give your best or do your best, because so there needs to be like vice versa.
Yeah, at some time we need to be hard on you. We have to be pushy a little bit. We have to let you know our peace of mind. There's no choice. We have to push you forward. But it is tough love. It comes with a balance of love and care. Yeah, Keerthi, maybe you would like to share something on your part, the care and love that you saw at Tuisyen Rakan.
Yes, apart from our tuition life, even we could, if there's anything wrong in our personal life, we would actually feel free to share with our teachers, because we know that we are sharing it to the right person, and we know that we would get the right, sometimes the motivation, sometimes we would get a teacher be like, no, what you did was actually wrong. So that kind of care we could actually get in Tuisyen Rakan. And as Kash said, the emotional care in Tuisyen Rakan was definitely, I would say I was blessed to be in this tuition, because it's not just like, like when Kash had a panic attack, it's just like, okay, you just there, come back and then do, it's not like that. Teacher would actually like praise the, like, okay, although you had a panic attack, you fall, but you were got up quickly, like, no, I can still do this, and you came back. So that every single, that small care that teacher had on us was something very big for us. It was something that we needed at that time, especially during our exams. So much of stress, so much of pressure, everything was there, but teachers were there with us. They were constantly giving their love, and we are actually like, not just for us, but not just for our parents, but we actually wanted to achieve something for the teachers too here, because they have been showing us so much of love and care. So I felt like as a student, not just for my parents, not just for myself, but I should actually do something, do well in my SPM for the teachers here too.
Thank you for the kind words, Keerthi. Truly spoken like a great achiever. So you brought in the teachers, how you should also contribute to the teachers of the effort that they have put in, right? So I do agree with you, Keerthi. Life is not all throughout a bed of roses. There are sometimes there will be happy moments, there also will be struggling moments, hard moments in life, struggling moments. So it's all a mix and match, right? So you have gone through the hard times. So when you go through the hard times, you can count on Rakan teachers as they are ready to understand your emotion and they come into your area or into your assistance and guide you and help you and give a hearing, listening ear to hear out your problem and you can voice out to them. And I remember numerous times when I myself have talked to you about the importance of education, about how you choose, you should choose your friends, how the moment when you face your SPM result, there are two possibilities that you can achieve. One, getting excellent result, another one, getting a not so great result. I put you into that moment and let you to feel what will happen. So that has actually given you the situation that could occur to you, putting you into the real spot. So these are the things that at Rakan we do, motivate students throughout, inspire them, tell them the true scenario and stand by them throughout. Right? Because it is not easy. Exam is challenging. It's true, I admit. SPM is not easy. Any exam is not easy for that matter. But we build students. Now let's go to the moment that now you have already obtained your result. Now, what are you planning to do, Keerthi?
I am planning to do a physiotherapy course at University of Cyberjaya.
A physiotherapy course. And Kashvita, you're already pursuing your mass communication, right?
Yes.
So, now, when you got your result, can you tell the audience, especially to students who are maybe going to sit for SPM exam, how your result has helped you to choose the course that you desire?
So for actually I joined in my university, which is Help University, through my trial results because I didn't want to waste any time. So once I received my SPM results, I was really happy because I was thinking if I don't achieve what results I want, I won't be able to pursue the course. I'm actually taking foundation in arts, and I was really happy that I was able to achieve those results, and I was also able to continue.
So because you have got 9 credits, right? That has put you into a situation where you can choose what course you want. Imagine you did not get that many credits. Maybe let's say you shortfall of some of the credits, maybe you could have only got 3 credits. That have put you into a disadvantaged position where maybe you might not be able to choose the course that you desire. Am I right now?
That's true.
And another thing now, very important is that you have got credit for BM, credit for Sejarah. That will allow you to continue further your studies. And later when you do your degree or diploma, you are able to actually apply for your PTPTN. Am I right now? That gives you a lot of leeway, a lot of pathway for you to proceed further in your next selection of furthering your studies. And Keerthi, you also have put yourself into foundation now. And I heard that you got a scholarship from your college where they gave you about 80% of the scholarship. That means they gave you that particular discount, right? 80% of of the total amount of 10,000, and they gave you 8,000 ringgit scholarship. 8,000 is no joke, students. It's not a small amount of money. It's a huge amount of money. You can save your parents' money. And why they gave Keerthi this 8,000 ringgit scholarship is because of the result that she has obtained, 5 A's. So that 5 A's has allowed her to get that particular scholarship of 8,000 ringgit, which is 80% of her foundation fees. Am I right, Keerthi? Maybe you would like to say something about it.
Yes, because of my result, not just scholarship, I was able to pursue any course I want. Because of I think like I have met the requirement, because they need sometimes some course requires 5 B's, some 5 credits. Since like I got at 5 A's, so I was able to choose any course I want. As scholarships too, I was able to get a really good discount for my studies.
And your dad has said that he wants you to pay for your degree, am I right?
Yeah.
And now you have the opportunity to apply for PTPTN, correct? Because of your excellent result, right? So students, these are a lot of things that you must look ahead. Your result actually matters. Your result helps you to lessen the burden of your parent for you to further your studies. It gives you the allowance, that possibility for you to further your studies and not get stuck. Imagine if these two students did not do well, they did not meet the requirement, they might not be able to follow through with their desired course. Maybe they have to shrink their ambition or their choice of choosing a good course, and at the same time maybe they might not be able to apply for PTPTN to further finance their education. So as a student in SPM or future candidate of SPM, you should consider all this. Hard work will definitely pay. So can you say how much effort that you have put into Keerthi and Cash? Keerthi, maybe you would like to go first. Oh, sorry, I would like to stress here, Keerthi, you also are a badminton player. You also go for tournament. You also have to juggle between practice. Alright, I was told that sometimes you also get dogs chasen because to build up your stamina. Alright, you are put into that position, that situation. So it is a lot of stress in sports wise and also in education wise. You manage to balance that. How did you do that, Keerthi?
As long as time management, even balancing out between sports and studies was very important. So it was hard in the beginning, but with too much of responsibility and I was dedicated to both my sports and studies, I learned to manage my time. So it's not just like I would be studying, I would also be in sports. I would go for my badminton practice every day, just 2 hours, and then the rest of the time I would come back home, I would study. So that was how I managed my time.
Great, great. And Cash, how about you, Cash?
So for me, because I realized that it's also not about me coming to tuition and just sitting down and listening. I also had to put in the work. So that's what I started to do. I started to learn how to study myself. At times it would be a bit hard, and that's why I had the guidance of my teachers. So I learned how to do my own notes. I learned how to memorize stuff. And while I was doing, I used to do a lot of activities by myself, not just because, like homeworks and all you have to do, but you have to do more than that, especially during SPM. Whatever activity the teachers has given us, I will complete it. I will not only complete it, I will do extra, just because I wanted to do more at that time.
Yeah, correct. The hunger to achieve, am I right?
Yeah.
And then we drill on you that how important your SPM result would be to you. Your future, it matters, am I right?
Yeah.
So we have already put that into your mind, and with great and wonderful teachers and a good system in place in Tuisyen Rakan that has managed to help you to boost your examination preparation, right? So you have put in, that's why students, how much we teach also, if the student doesn't have the hunger, doesn't have the desire, can't move forward. The student must want to succeed. Then with great teachers and a good system like at Tuisyen Rakan, it will just blend beautifully and the student can see the change. As what Kashvita has seen, from E in PT3 can get B plus for SPM, BM. From failing in maths in PT3 getting C, and now in SPM getting B for maths. So it's a great achievement. And of course, the spotted questions, 95% and more coming out for all the subject. It's a true blessing, but the student has to be prepared. We don't support the question. We don't encourage the question, but it is all spotted question through our experienced teachers who know what to expect of the questions to come. Every year this is what we do. And most importantly, Tuisyen Rakan is a registered tuition center under the Education Ministry. We follow the latest syllabus. All our teachers are well experienced. We give excellent notes to students to ease their study. And we give a lot of exercise. We mark their work. And then every month there will be examination given to students and the marks will be forwarded to parents. So we tell students where they stand. We inform parents on where their children are basically in. So it is actually a great blessing for parents because the education part is already taken care by Tuisyen Rakan. Anything else lastly you would like to say, students?
I would say that this tuition has helped me a lot. If you are planning to enroll, please do, because the guidance here, the teachers here, the system here is really good. And on top of that, it's very important also for you to mingle around with people with the same mindset as you. because sometimes your friends can also play a huge role. I was the type of person who never thought I'd enter college or have a future planned out for me, but here I am in college finishing my first semester. So sometimes when you think you will only be in one certain place in your life, you have to try to take steps to go to the next challenge. So I feel like this is one of the best tuitions I've ever gone to because they've helped me a lot. So
Thank you, Ken. Actually, what you said is true because you see, I have on numerous occasions helped to explain to them about the future courses that they should pursue. So not only we give them education, we also tell them about the career path because we are very knowledgeable over here. So students benefit from that. It's not merely education that we give. We also tell them what courses are viable in the future, what they should possibly pursue, what are their interests. We sit down, we talk, we listen to them, and then we advise accordingly. Keerthi, on your part, what would you like to say?
If you're finding out for tuition there, do consider Rakan because I've been here 3 years and there's so much I could share. So definitely, everybody out there, you will definitely get the best in tuition. You will actually know when you have come here, you have studied. So you will know how beneficial Rakan tuition is, the effort, the amount of care, the love you will get is truly something you need, and you will definitely get the best here. So do please.
Guys, Rakan's motto is quality teaching with genuine care. Total power tuition. We merely do not say that. You see, you have heard from students who have actually joined Rakan's tuition program, have seen the development and progress within them, and they have achieved the result. And I would say that they all come from a very, very average background. That means they were in the failing category in the early stages. Then slowly they move on to get excellent results. So this is possible. So if there are students, you out there who is struggling, please do not give up at all. Please fight till the end. There is way, there is possibility. You can improve like what they have improved in their studies. It is not forever the failure that you will be going through. You just have to find a good tuition center who has a good team of teachers to guide you forward, and who are dedicated, caring, and willing to give you genuine love. Tuisyen Rakan has that all. Why go further? Please come and join. You see, if these students have just done excellent, maybe you can say it is by fluke or by chance. But you can go and see testimonies from hundreds of students, our past students, even this year, many students who have studied at Rakan have done extremely well from failing to get A's, B's and C's. If so many students come to Rakan and can see that kind of improvement within them, why not you? Please come and join, witness for yourself the excellent teaching at Rakan, the improvement that takes place within you, and you then will come out and say for yourself how Rakan has helped you, like what they are doing now. Thank you. Please don't waste time. Immediately call Tuisyen Rakan. Come and join and witness for yourself how excellent, how great the teaching is at Rakan. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.